I am very excited today. For one, it's an absolutely beautiful day out here. But for two, we've got a CZ Shadow 2. First shots with it. This is a beautiful pistol. Oh, it's hard to miss with this thing. Hi everyone, welcome back to Sawtooth Tactical. Today I've got a very exciting video for you guys. This is the single action only CZ Shadow 2. And this is a fantastic pistol. Really, it's a competition pistol, but it can be used for home defense, for all types of purposes. Might be a little bit big and heavy to carry. We'll see. We're going to get into that in just a second. But first, as always, I want to thank everyone that's liked, shared, commented, subscribed, used my Amazon affiliate links, or joined our Patreon family. I appreciate you guys more than you know. CZ Shadow 2, single action only. Oh baby. So this is the CZ Shadow 2. And this is an all steel, single action only. And generally the CZ Shadow 2 comes in a double action, single action form. This is a single action only, which is a little bit more up my alley. If you've seen any of my videos about 1911s and such, you know that I love a single action pistol. Single action, 9mm, all metal race gun, competition gun, whatever you want to call it. This thing is an extremely high quality piece of engineering with very tight tolerances, and it is just built really well. So the first thing you notice with this, when you pick it up, it just feels perfect in your hand. Literally perfect. The ergonomics of this thing are just designed so well. And it feels solid. It's a very, very heavy pistol, being that it's all metal. I don't think there's any polymer anywhere on this thing. So there's a lot of weight to it, a lot of heft. But being that it's chambered in 9mm, all that weight makes for an extremely flat shooting, very soft shooting, low recoil pistol. And it is very pleasurable to shoot. I just took this thing out to the range today for the first time, being that it is not mine. And I would like to extend a special thanks to Kalen for loaning me this CZ Shadow 2. This is his carry gun, which I know is hard to believe, being that it's a big gun. But this is the holster that he uses. And I've tried it myself. It's very comfortable in this holster. Although you do notice the weight. And especially with this extended base plate on the magazine, it's hard to get it not to print. But Kalen's a much bigger guy than I am, so apparently it works well for him. If it was for me, this wouldn't be my carry gun. It's just a little bigger than what I would choose to carry. But for a range toy, for a home defense gun, if you shoot competitions, this thing is about as good as it gets. The trigger on it, let's get into the trigger right away, because the trigger on this thing is just phenomenal. Being that it's single action only, it's like a 2-stage trigger. You see that tape up there? Take up there, but there is a very defined wall, although extremely light, and a very crisp break. You can see how short that is. No real over travel. Very, very short reset. You're right back at the wall for the break again. This is hammer fired. This is a lot of what I love in a good pistol. You guys know how much I love the 1911. Well, all metal, hammer fired, single action only. In a lot of ways, it's very similar, and we will do a video comparing this to a 1911, especially because I just got a brand new 1911, so video coming soon on that as well. All steel gun, single action only trigger, really good sights. It is very easy to shoot this thing accurately. Oh my God. So what the CZ Shadow 2 is a full-size 5-inch barrel, high capacity, 9mm. And I think we should go up close so I could show you guys some of the details, because the details are what make this pistol so fantastic. So up close, let's take a good look at this thing. This magazine right here carries 22 rounds. So, you know, 2 magazines full and you've basically gone through a box of ammo, which is very easy to do because the thing is so flat shooting that you can really fire off rounds quickly and still be very accurate with it. Now, speaking of accuracy, these are my favorite kind of sights. It's got the big blacked out rear plate with a fiber optic front sight. Now, my buddy who owns this Kalen, I believe he must have lost the fiber optic in it at some point, because he does carry this in this holster here. So, you know, and he's put a lot of rounds through this gun. I've seen him shoot it myself, and he is very good at shooting this CZ Shadow 2. But one thing I discovered today, it's easy to shoot this thing well. This trigger is just absolutely phenomenal. It really is. And the slide, so CZs are designed, take a look at the way the slide rails are. They're actually like internal rails. And so the slide is very short. It's not nearly as big as the slide on most pistols. So therefore the reciprocating mass is a lot less than what you get on a lot of pistols. And when you have that weight in the frame of it, it just makes for a very flat shooting gun. Now, skeletonized hammer. It's got 25 lines per inch checkering on the front strap and the back strap. And it's got these aluminum grip panels that have a really good texture on them. So this thing, when it's in your hand, it is very solidly in there. It doesn't slip around at all. I don't find myself having to milk my grip or anything like that. It's just very easy to hold on to and feels very solid. It's got front and rear slide serrations. And it's got a rail for a light if you want. It's not a full Picatinny rail, just a single slot. But it does fit the lights that I tried on it from my other pistols. So there is that. It's got ambidextrous safety, kind of it's similar to a 1911 frame-mounted safety. Now, the detent on it isn't super strong. It's not such a solid click as I get on most 1911s. It's got an extended slide release there, which is very easy to actuate without changing your grip. And the mag release is actually adjustable. You can move this around to wherever it fits you best. But I've noticed that the where Kalen has it works great for me. I don't have to change my grip at all. That's my firing grip. I can reach that magazine release very easily, and it drops free as it should. Now, when you look on the slide here, it says CZ Shadow 2 SA 9x19. The SA stands for single action, because most CZ Shadow 2s are actually DASA, or double action single action, where you have a heavy, long first trigger pull that cocks back your hammer, and then once the slide is reciprocated, the rest of your trigger pulls for the rest of the magazine are going to be single action, short and crisp. Well, this one is single action only. Again, I know I keep drawing the comparisons, but like a 1911, which I absolutely love, as you guys know. 1911s are about my favorite kind of pistol, and there are a ton of similarities between this and 1911. Another one being this very high beaver tail, which makes it really easy to get your hand right up in there and have very, very solid firing grip on it. This pistol just feels fantastic in your hands. So after showing you guys some of those details of this thing up close, let's talk about shooting it, because that's what really matters, right? This thing is an absolute joy to shoot. Most bigger pistols just feel better and are more fun to shoot generally than smaller, lighter pistols. They are easier to control recoil, and with the longer sight radius, it's just easier to be accurate with them. When you add in the very, very good single action trigger, this thing is just so easy to put rounds on target. It's almost hard to miss. Today was the first day that I've ever taken this thing out to shoot it, and I felt like a much better shooter than I really am. It just makes you feel like you're a very good marksman. This pistol is really easy to shoot, and I can tell why it is designed for competition. I am not a competition shooter, but if I was to enter a competition, I think I might want one of these. It just feels good to shoot. You can shoot it fast, and you can shoot it accurate very easily. The weight, the sight radius, the trigger just make this thing just super easy to shoot. I know I keep saying it, but it really is amazing how good this thing feels to shoot. Comparing this to something like this is no contest. It just makes you feel good to shoot. And besides that, it just looks good. It's got this undercut up under the trigger guard here, which makes it really easy to get a high grip when combined with that beaver tail there. And it's just really easy to hold on to this thing very solidly. And, with 22 rounds in the mag, you can just mag dump round after round after round and have every one of them be on target. It's just really, really fun. I think I'm in love. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but I really like this pistol. And I really enjoyed shooting it today. And I want to thank Kaylin for loaning it to me to make this video. I'm also recording another video comparing it to the single action only 9mm 1911 here. That will come out in about a week or so. So look forward to that. I've got tons of new stuff coming on the channel. Working on an AR9 build from Aero Precision. Got this brand new 1911, just picked it up this morning. Springfield Ronin, so we'll have a video introducing that and reviewing it. And another video with the CZ Shadow 2, this versus that. Lots of good content coming up, so please remember to subscribe. Ring that bell, so that way you will get notifications when I drop new videos. I've been putting out 2 a week, generally on Tuesday and Friday afternoon. So if you like this, drop me a like. Please share these videos. Leave me a comment. Do you have any experience with the CZ Shadow 2 or other comparable kind of competition pistols? Tell me what you think about them. I would love to hear you because I am a fan. Absolutely. I also have an Amazon affiliate link down below. If you click on that, anything you buy within the next 24 hours, whether it is what I link to or not, gives the channel a little kickback. Really helps to pay for stuff like the ammo that we shot today. I went through a lot of rounds with this thing very quickly. Also pays for new guns for the channel, AR builds, everything else. There's also going to be a Patreon link down below if you want to join our Patreon family. That is the easiest way to support the channel. So, from Sawtooth Tactical, you know the drill. Stay strapped or get clapped.